Mr. Jennings, you ready for these?
I'm ready for this.
Okay. No, cool. Normally I get you and your music choices, but that one it went over my head.
Okay.
Rory, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, England will still win the Euros with Gareth Southgate in charge.
That can happen. I actually believe that there's a world where that could happen. There is a chance that Didier Deschamps or somebody outthinks Gareth Southgate. But I think that this England squad is so talented. I think that the first 11 is so laced with brilliance that...
First 9.
It's almost irrelevant. It's almost irrelevant who the manager is. There is a chance that, in spite of Gareth Southgate's meddling, the team is good enough to win a top-tier silverware. It can happen as well. Yeah. Remember, Chelsea were a Rizla paper away from winning silverware with Avram Grant in charge. It can happen. Yeah.
I'm trying to think who is the competition. So, like, realistically, it's Spain,
Germany,
France, Germany without Hansi Flick, manager.
That's impressive. Do you see what they've done there?
Sacked him back.
First time they've ever sacked a manager, Germany. You know that?
Is it?
First ever sacking of a manager.
Yeah.
But
he's not been good though, has he?
No, it's not been great. But this is why it's impressive, because he won a treble, and they've decided 9 months to go. We're hosts. We want to win it. He's not the right man, so they make a brave decision. Yeah. In the way that Bayern Munich made a brave decision, get rid of Nagelsmann, get Tuchel in. Yeah. If somebody better is around, they just go for it. Whereas, there's hundreds of managers that are better than Gareth Southgate, aren't there? Literally hundreds. Like, I'm not even exaggerating here. There are
all
hundreds.
The callers that were having a dig at me yesterday on the Sunday session, I was like, he's rubbish, Gareth Southgate. And they're like, no, he's great. I was like, would you let him manage your club?
They went, no.
No.
And then they
Sheffield Wednesday caller? No.
No.
Sheffield Wednesday caller? No. Sounds like, well, he's not that good, is he? Yeah. All right, Harry Maguire is in England's best 11 despite all the criticism he gets.
He's not in England's best 11, is he? Harry Maguire is obviously not in England's best 11.
Who's better than him? Who should start instead of him?
But countless players. Anybody who's playing for starts. Literally anybody who starts for their club.
So you'd have Gahey or Cole.
Anybody who starts for their club who is English is a better option, because that's what it should be. It's about meritocracy. It's about earning the right to play. You can't earn the right to play because you were good 6 years ago. Like, that's not how it works. Yeah. So literally anybody who starts for their club is in with a shout. And then I think Mark Gahey deserves a proper opportunity. Yeah.
You know, the thing for Harry Maguire is if he doesn't start for England, I almost feel like he shouldn't be in the squad.
He shouldn't be in the squad.
He's one of those players that completely drops out as opposed to be on the bench.
He also shouldn't be in the squad for many reasons. Yeah. Like, partly because he's not good enough. Secondly, we have to remember, this is a man who prioritised money over minutes on the pitch. He didn't want to go to West Ham. He chose to avoid football. The footballer wants to avoid football.
Well, I can make a counter-argument there. He chose to fight for his place.
No, he didn't. He chose money.
You could say that. You could say he chose to fight for his place.
Because he will not get in. We've seen Luke Shaw be played ahead of him by Erik ten Hag. Erik ten Hag will not play Harry Maguire unless he has to. Yeah. So
even then, he doesn't want to.
And even then, he'll work a situation where he doesn't...
Lindelof, where are you?
Yeah, he'll start playing. He'll play Casemiro there. He already played Luke Shaw.
100% he'll play Casemiro there.
Like, he will not play Maguire because Maguire isn't good enough to play. Yeah. So no, I don't think Maguire should be anywhere near the England team, to be honest. I think it's a ridiculous call, but it's one of many and one that we have to make our peace with. When Gareth Southgate is England manager, there will always be these... I don't know if it's loyalty or idiocy. I'm inclined to say the latter.
Idiocy. All right, next one. Mykhailo Mudryk will come good at Chelsea.
All right.
Don't know.
Okay, let's really... I've seen nothing in Mykhailo Mudryk to suggest that he will come good. I hope he will.
Something about him, don't there? So there's something about him, but the price tag's a problem, and that's not his fault. But there is something there.
What is there then?
The pace.
Okay, he's fast.
He had a good little battle with Kyle Walker a couple of times down there, but Kyle Walker's fast though. Kyle Walker's super fast. I thought he had a couple of good runs. Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
He did.
Kyle Walker made up the ground every single time Mudryk put the jet heels on and got away. Yeah. Kyle Walker gave him a 3 or 4 yard head start and caught him.
Don't like him.
The whole thing is he's meant to be fast.
I
don't think he's a very good player. I don't like the way he conducts himself. No, not really. But you're not really allowed to say that anymore. I have to start saying that I hope he's settled in his new country well and everything. But I'm not allowed to say he's not a good footballer anymore. So, no, okay, he's great. And it's really hard moving from another country to England.
Which is true. No, these are all true
things. Yeah, I know,
things.
But he's been here for 9 months. He's been here for 9 months. He hasn't scored a goal. Yeah. But I'm not allowed to talk about that.
No, he's just not good enough, is he? Not for Chelsea, but maybe you'll get your money back on him. Not. All right, next one. Jadon Sancho will be playing in Saudi before the end of the season.
Sancho in Saudi?
Sancho in Saudi.
No, that's got to be an overreaction, hasn't it?
Do you think? Manchester United want rid. Who can afford him?
No, hang on. Jadon Sancho's not going to Saudi.
Why not?
I don't particularly rate him, and I don't think that Erik ten Hag will ever give him another opportunity again. But Saudi isn't the answer. I think he's a Premier League player, surely.
Is he?
Not getting in the Manchester United team, it doesn't mean that you aren't... Like, Jadon Sancho he gets in the West Ham team, doesn't he?
Does he?
West Ham are a good team.
Does he?
He's certainly... hang on.
Is he better than Ben Rama or Bowen?
He'd add to the squad. He'd be an option.
So
for
that's
David
what we've got. We've gone from getting to the team now to he adds to the squad.
Okay, maybe West Ham isn't the greatest example, but Tottenham, West Ham, clubs like
Doesn't
that.
get in Tottenham.
It's not about whether he gets in the first 11. It's about whether he helps the tide rise at the club.
Okay.
Does he elevate the entire squad by being there? Does he inspire? Say he was at West Ham. Is Jarrod Bowen a better player because there's competition?
I've seen him do very little at United to make me... If I was a fan of one of those clubs just below the top 6, I wouldn't think, oh, Jadon Sancho's coming to the club. I wouldn't be excited by it.
But say you did support Forest.
Oh, we've gone that far down. That's how far we're going down. No, let's have that conversation.
Who's better? Say you supported Brighton.
Yes.
Jadon Sancho, you would be excited.
Now,
Brighton. You would.
Yeah, Brighton.
You would, because you'd believe that the recruitment is sensible. I mean, I suppose the fact that they're not trying to sign him would also suggest that the recruitment would be irresponsible to sign him. Yeah. But
I think that we're having these conversations.
Still a Premier League player. This is ridiculous. Hang on.
No, it might be a Premier League player. I'm trying to say with the money, again, with Brighton, you've got to understand the wages on United.
No, he'd have to take the pay cut. He will never earn the money that he's on now.
Where would he get the money?
He won't get that money again.
Where would he get it?
No, but he's not ready. I'd never met Jadon Sancho in my life.
Where would he get it? He'll get it in Saudi.
He would get it in Saudi, but there's an assumption from you that the money is the priority. Of Sancho?
70-30.
What, you just think that?
70-30. I think 70 playing.
So you think he'd do what Maguire did and say, I'm not going?
Yeah.
I think he's a man that needs to play football.
Yeah.
I would have said that about Maguire, actually. What do I know?
At his age.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Remember the Euro 2021 final when he was supposed to come on? Remember Gareth was sort of teetering on the edge. Should I bring him on? Should I not? I thought Sancho was definitely going to be 30, 40 caps by now.
I can't believe. Look, it's not surprising now. But you know how Bukayo Saka has just eliminated Sancho, hasn't he? Like, from any conversation about that right wing position.
Sure, yeah.
It's just
it's not even a conversation.
No. I mean, it's Bukayo Saka's over anybody. It's not. There's nobody who can rival him for that position.
There was a time when Saka might have been third in that.
I thought Sancho was first.
Yeah.
I thought it was Sancho's position in the way that I thought the other side was Sterling's.
It's crazy.
Both of them.
Crazy. All right, final one. Phil Foden. Let me take a breather before I read this one out. Phil Foden is not as good as people make him out to be, hence why he can't get regular game time for England or for City.
That's a huge overreaction. That's a huge overreaction.
Why?
Phil Foden is just sensational.
Why has he never done it for England then?
I don't know if that's the measure. Is that the measure? Why are we judging?
No, I'm just trying to say, why has he never done it for country? And why is he not a guaranteed starter for City? Like, he's actually not a guaranteed starter.
No, he's not a guaranteed starter for City, but you can be elite. You can be one of the best in the world in your position and not start for City. That's how good City are. Like,
I'm not having that. The very best will start for City.
No, that's not.
I'm not going to say, because you're going to say Alvarez and Gundogan. The very best will start for City.
That's just not true. So look
how Grealish has come in. Look how Grealish has come in, and Grealish's performance has been so good. He's like, get rid of Sterling. We don't need him.
At various points this season, one of Ruben Diaz, John Stones, or Gvardiol won't start.
Yeah, and it'll be Gvardiol. Like when it's the final, your final 11, he would always pick the best. So you know, okay, this is the best. And Foden never makes that.
Also, maybe Akanji doesn't play. Maybe Ake doesn't play.
If they didn't have the hype that Foden has. Remember who dyed the hair, Gaza, before the Euros? I'm going to take over.
No, I'm not. I can't explore this, Addy. I can't. He's so good.
I do think we overrate him.
The way that people talk about
the
way that people talk about Maddison. I mean, Phil Foden is heads and shoulders above James Maddison.
But that's the thing now. We're starting to have that conversation.
No, we're not.
No, people are, though.
No, but they shouldn't be.
No, but they are. Why are they?
Because Phil Foden is light years ahead of James Maddison as a footballer.
He's clearly not, though, is he?
Yes, he clearly is. He clearly is. The fact that Phil Foden hasn't played that well for England is a slight issue, I agree. But I would also blame the tactics. I would also blame the fact that Gareth Southgate is a man who is preoccupied by defending. See
the way Saka's almost decided just to roll his sleeves up and do it for Arsenal. Like, I'm just going to do this. Like, you guys ain't going to give me the ball. I'm going to do this. Foden hasn't done that.
It's easier to do that at Arsenal.
Why?
It's easier because you have a platform. Like, it's very difficult to shine when Bernardo Silva, Erling Haaland, and Kevin De Bruyne are around you.
Oh, sorry, they shined.
No, exactly.
They've all shone.
No, but they're the best in the world.
Even Gundogan,
they're the best in the world.
I thought Foden is.
No, he's not yet the best in the world.
Grealish has shone.
Yeah, but people
Grealish has shone. Riyad Mahrez has shone. They all seem to shine, apart from.
But I think there's been moments where Phil Foden has.
Moments. That's
I think there's been moments.
Just moments.
Big year for City now.
Yeah, big year for him.
Foden now.
How old is he? Foden.
24, something like that.
Big year.
I think this is the time. I think that he is just sensational. But I also agree that, say he has another year this year like he had last year, it's probably not enough.
Is he sensational, like the way you view Jude Bellingham? Like, you've always said to me, Jude Bellingham's going to win the Ballon d'Or. Like, it's a given. Wasn't this the conversation we were having about Foden a few years back? Or no? Like, is he sensational like that?
It's different. I think Jude Bellingham is more captivating, isn't he? Because Jude Bellingham is like a swashbuckling, goal-scoring,
6'2"
box to box.
Maverick.
Yeah. Look, I do agree that Phil Foden needs a big season, but I also believe that the talent that he has, that quick burst of pace, the way that he can drop his shoulder, the way that he can beat a man his eye for a goal.
Maddison can do that.
Maddison is incomparable.
James
Maddison is nowhere near as good as Phil Foden.
You just said Foden.
He could do it all, but he can't do it as well as Phil Foden. Whatever you think James Maddison is better than Phil Foden at, you're wrong. There in the attributes of football, what do you need from a footballer? Phil Foden is better than James Maddison at everything.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.